Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to be doing a Kickstarter playthrough of Finding Anastasia. We're going to be playing the solo mode of this game. This is a social deduction game for 1 to 9 players. The 1 through 3 player game is a little bit different than the 4 through 9 player game, and the solo is even a little bit more different. So I'm excited to show you the solo mode, but if you're interested in any of the other modes, please check out the rest of the Kickstarter. In this game, our goal is to find Anastasia. This is set in the year 1918. The Russian people have revolted against the monarchy and it was believed that the royal family is eliminated. Now, of course, Anastasia has survived and is hiding somewhere, and we're not sure where. So her grandmother, the Empress, has heard rumors of this and is trying to have Anastasia come back and wants to find her. So she's throwing a party, and it's going to be our goal to uncover Anastasia among all the other guests. So we're going to go ahead, set up the game, and I'm going to show you how the solo play is done. So if you're excited to see if we can find Anastasia, then I need you to meet me at the table. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and set this game up. We're going to take the Anastasia card. It is right here. Now, a lot of the text isn't going to matter. Basically, this is all going to be for the actual social deduction game. But playing the solo game, we still need to take this card. Also, we're going to take all the cards with the word trinket and keep them all together in a pile. There's also going to be story, locations, and no clue. Now, Anastasia is the only person that's coming to this party that has one of every one of these. All the others are going to be having at least one no clue card. So the first thing we do is we shuffle up these cards. We're going to go ahead and shuffle up all of our trinkets. We're going to get them all set to go. Once these trinkets are all shuffled up, we are going to go ahead and take one of them and put it aside. Next, we're going to go ahead, again, take our location cards, take them and put them all in a big old truffle here and put one aside. Next, we're going to take the locations. We're going to go ahead and mix those up as well. And once we get those all nice and mixed up, we're going to go ahead and take one out and put it into the area over there. We're then going to take the Anastasia card, flip it upside down. We're going to throw it into this envelope. Once that's in this envelope, we're going to take the other cards as well that we have put aside and put those into the envelope so we don't know what Anastasia has. Now, on the back here is the turn summary for, again, the social deduction mode. So these aren't going to be what we're going to be using as our standard turn order. I'll be showing you those how they work. We're going to set this one aside, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 other people. Again, it doesn't matter what the people are in this version. This is going to be the 5 people that are going to be coming to the party that aren't Anastasia. We have to deduce that these people do not need to be there, and we need to kick them out of the party so we can find Anastasia. Now, in the actual social deduction game, every one of these characters will have a different win condition, and your goal is to make your character win based on what's up here. But again, that's the other mode, and if you're interested in seeing how that goes, please check out the Kickstarter. Instead, we're just going to mix these cards up. Again, it doesn't matter who is who. We're going to go ahead and place them down. We're going to take the other envelopes we have. We're going to place them right here. Now, at this point, we are going to take a no clue card. Then we're going to go ahead and shuffle all these together. So we don't know what any of these are, who's got trinkets, who's got things. We're going to try to deduce that all of these people need to be kicked out of the party. That's going to be our plan. So we're going to shuffle all the trinkets, all the locations, all the everything, all together. And now we have 2 stacks, no clues, and one of those. We're going to take our first character, again, not knowing who it is. Go ahead, stick it into our envelope. Then we're going to take 2 of these and 1 of the no clue cards, put them into the envelope, mix them up a little bit, and put them in there. Then once we have that done, we're going to go on to the next person and the next person until all of them have an envelope. So I'm going to quickly finish that. Now that we have all of our envelopes addressed to all of our players, we're going to go ahead and mix these up now. Once these are mixed up, we're going to go ahead and place them out into the game board, and we're going to go ahead and put out all the things that we put in there. So if we're going to mix them up real good, we don't know who is who or where is where or how went what, and we're going to place them out here. So we're going to put envelope number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have all of our envelopes out there. That's the way you're able to get it, so you don't, again, know where Anastasia is. Because otherwise you'd know if you just took out the cards and everything. So it's really cool to have these envelopes. Now, of course, I do want to mention that this is a Kickstarter prototype. So, of course, anything you see here is subject to change. At this point, we're going to take our envelopes, open them up, and place them out here. So now we've got our person and the 3 clues. We're going to place these clues next to each one of these characters. Again, we don't know which is which, and we don't know which one could potentially be Anastasia. We're going to keep on going with all of our characters. We're going to set them all out so that we're ready to play. I'm going to continue doing this for all of our characters. Now that all of our players are down, we again don't know which one Anastasia is, and our goal is to uncover Anastasia and kick out the other members of this party so that we're able to do that. You're going to slowly go through and try to deduce who is Anastasia, and to do that, we're going to continue the setup for the Empress. We've gone ahead and taken our Empress card. She's right here, and of course she is throwing the party. She has 10 gems. These are the 10 gems. We're going to pay off some of the people at the party to learn more about who they are. And if we, of course, can find out that they're not Anastasia, we can try to kick them out of the party. We do have 2 of our own tokens. These tokens we can use as a free use instead of paying gems to do something during our turn to try to find out more about the people in the party. Of course, when you do use these, you do get to look at one of the clues, but you do have to return it face down. I'll show you how that works during the playthrough. There are 2 clues left over from when we set up the game. You can go ahead and take these clues during your turn as well for one of your actions. The reason you may want to take these is because sometimes this evil automaton deck might give some of these clues to other members of the party, making it even harder to figure out who they are because they might have 4 clues or even 5 if you get both the clues to the same person. And speaking of our automata deck, that's right here. In this automata deck, there's going to be different things that are going to tell us what to do to each person in the party based on what it says. I'm going to quickly show you one, and then we're going to reshuffle up the deck. So we're going to play one here. It says guest 2 draws a clue. So there, for example, they would draw one of these clues if I hadn't gotten rid of it. If there were no clues to draw, it would go on to the next one. It says if not, then reveal guest 5 clue. So our 5th person would go ahead and reveal a clue. But in order for it to reveal a clue, we do have to pay the gems for it. It's like basically forcing us to do this. Then the last one here says, if not, guest 3 returns revealed clues to their hand and shuffles them, which would be absolutely tragic if we learned a couple things about it and then we had to shuffle up all those clues and turn them back down. We'd have to start all over again. So the automaton deck is never really on your side. Very rarely it could actually be on your side. Hopefully it'll be on our side for our game. We'll see how it goes. But I've gone ahead and shuffled it back up so that card is somewhere else. With our Empress all set up, I think we're ready to begin this playthrough. We're going to go ahead and start our first turn, and we're able to take 2 actions per turn with our Empress. These actions include, 1, I can remove a guest from the party, which I would just clear that guest. She would be gone from the party, and we're going to gain all the gems that we've given her back. That's going to be what's going to happen. Of course, we're using these gems to signify that we're paying them off to find some information about where or what they've done or who they are, and try to discern which one, of course, is Anastasia. The next thing we can do is for 0 gems, we can draw one of the 2 remaining clue cards. The reason we might want to do that is, of course, our automata deck may actually tell us to put these into some of the other guest areas here, making it even harder to figure out which one's Anastasia. The next thing we can do is we can go ahead and reveal a clue using our gems. So we can pay to look at the cards that these guests have brought with them. Now, of course, the first one's going to cost 1, the second one's going to cost 2, and the third one is going to cost 3 gems. Remember, this is a finite resource. If at any time we have to place a gem and we cannot, we lose the game. So spending 3 gems to look at a final clue would be pretty tough. Of course, what we're looking for is either a no clue card in one of the guests that is not Anastasia, or we want to discern that all 3 are the different types of clue: the location, the story, and the trinket. That is going to be our plan. Another thing we can do is we can privately look at a clue by using one of our tokens. We can use this token at any time on our turn as an action to reveal one of the clues that one of the characters has here, but we have to flip it back down. Now, why is that significant? If this automata deck again ever tells us to do something with unseen clues, then we would lose track of what that clue is doing. The last thing we can do is, of course, reveal one of the guests. That's when you're actually looking for Anastasia. So at that point, you're going to reveal one of these cards. Hopefully you found Anastasia, Anastasia and you win the game. If you reveal anyone else, you have lost the game. Those are the different actions we can do. I think we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to go ahead and pay 1 gem to, I think we're going to look at this character's clue right here. We have found a purse. All right, so this character has a purse. Now that we've looked at one of those clues, I'm going to go ahead and place this crown on this character. That signifies that we can't do any other actions to this character this turn. You can only do 1 action per turn to a character at the party. So that way you can't just spend 1, then 2, and the next turn you spend 3, clear that character and know that that person is or isn't Anastasia. It helps you actually learn a little bit more about each of these characters. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab this clue. That's going to be my second action. That way the automata can't give out those clues to anybody. Now we're going to move into the automata's turn, and the automata is now going to do 2 actions. This is going to represent the guests all getting together and kind of learning a little bit about each other and stuff like that, and kind of messing with my plans. Let's see what the first one is. We're going to reveal guest 4 clue. We can do that because guest 4 has clues that are unseen, and we have to pay for that. So I'm going to go ahead and pay my 1 gem to look at a clue here in guest 4's row. I'm going to look at this one right here, and we have found a no clue. Oh, our automaton has actually helped us because we know now that this is not Anastasia, so we can get rid of that character. Of course, we do have to do number 2 on here. It says reveal guest 6 clue plus 1 gem. So that's going to cost us 2 gems to reveal a clue from guest number 6. So I'm going to go ahead and look at a card from guest number 6. We have found London, England. This is the location that this person has been to. All right, that is our automaton's turn. We've gone ahead and done our first action. Now, if this automata deck ever runs out of cards, you just go ahead and shuffle it and restart again. That's the end of their turn. It moves back into our turn now, and we again get to perform 2 actions. I think you know what my first action is. That's right. We're going to kick this person out of the party. We're just going to go ahead, take these cards, put them on top of there, and that person's done. I've kicked them out of the party. That we know is not Anastasia. I think we're going to move back over to this character here. We're going to go ahead and pay 2 gems to learn a little bit more about this one. Hopefully we find a no clue. Come on, no clue. Oh, Agra, India. Okay, well, that's not too bad. At least we know that this could potentially be Anastasia. If that is a story, we have found Anastasia, but we can't do it this turn. We have to wait till next turn. I'm going to go ahead and take my second clue as my second action. Oh no, I've already done 2 actions. I apologize. I kicked that person out and I looked here. We're going to move into our automata's turn. We're going to go ahead and take a look. The automaton is going to have guest 3 draw a card. Oh, there we go. I don't have to worry about getting the thing anymore. So we're going to take any of the unused cards, shuffle them up with the new clue that I put in there. Now, of course, that could be pretty devastating because now it's going to be even harder to find that no clue card. Also, we don't know. This could have been Anastasia. And if there's, I have to pretty much reveal almost all 4 cards now before I even know if that's her. We're going to continue down our card. Reveal guest 5's clue plus 1 gem. Oh no, I'm running out of gems already. So here's 2 more gems. We're going to go ahead and put them there. I'm down to 3 gems. Oh, this is pretty bad. All right, that's the end of this person's turn. I'm going to go ahead and put this card on the bottom and move back into our turn. Now I could pay the 3 gems to look at this card, or I could use one of my tokens to discern if this is Anastasia. If that is a story, we have found her. I'm going to go ahead and use this token on this card. Now, of course, I can look at it, but then I have to put it right face down again. Oh, it's a no clue card. All right, so this is not Anastasia, but I do have to put it back, and I can't eliminate that person until next turn. So we have to discard this. We no longer have that, and I can't get it back. That's our first action. Our second action, I don't really want to do a second action. I'm going to go ahead and pay 1 gem to, what should we do? I think we're going to go ahead and just look at one of these clues over here. Let's see what it says. It is a, what's this? Released. It's a story. So we've learned a little bit about some of these characters, but I've only gotten rid of 1 person. Our automata is going to go next and hopefully not make me do anything. Reveal guest clues card 1. Oh no, look at this. We're going to run out of gems almost right away. We're going to go ahead and reveal this clue. Oh, it's a no clue, so we know another person to kick out. I just have to go ahead and survive. And it says guest 4 draws a clue. Guest 4 is gone. It says, then guest 6 expends 3 gems to reveal guest 1. Guest 3 does not have 3 gems, so it can't kick out guest 1. So it then says, if not, guest 3 leaves the party. Oh, that's actually really good. Check it out. This guest leaves. Now, if this is Anastasia, we're in big trouble. But if not, we have totally eliminated another person, and I am still in the game because I still have 2 sets of, I still have all my gems here. And you know what? I can kick out both these characters in this turn. I am going to go ahead and spend 2 actions. 1, to kick this character out because we know that that is a no clue. I'm then going to go ahead and kick this character out because we have found the no clue. That leaves it down to just 2 people. And I still have some gems left. Hopefully this will go well. we've done our 2 actions. We're going to go ahead and go to our automata's deck. Guest 2 draws a card. Guest 2 is no longer here. If not, then reveal guest 5 clue. So that means I'm going to have to pay 2 gems to look at this. Now remember, this one only would have costed 1, but I had to pay an extra one. So we're going to go ahead and pay 2 to look at this one. It's a no clue. Oh, we know we're Anastasia. Oh no, this could be Anastasia. We kicked her out without knowing anything. Oh, that could be really bad. All right, we know that that is a no clue card, and we're going to continue on. Reveal guest 4 clue with +1 gem. Guest 4 is gone. We're then going to, if not, then guest 1 takes a gem. Guest 1 is gone. Then it says, if not, guest 6 returns revealed clues to their hand and shuffles them. Oh, okay, well that's not too bad. It only had 1. So we're going to go ahead and take the revealed clues, shuffle them up, and put them back out. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, and she's still going to retain my 2 gems. I only have 4. So at this point, it is now our turn. Our automaton has again helped us a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and kick this person out of the party. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to gain back my 4 gems. At this point, there's really not much I can do. The only thing I can really do is go ahead and reveal a guest. That's my second action, is to reveal this guest. Either this one or that one is Anastasia. This one left the party. Maybe she was overcrowded. She had to get out. Hopefully Anastasia stuck around. Let's see how we did. I didn't know much about that character, and I didn't know anything about this one. We did know that this, and this are not Anastasia. So it is down to a 50-50 shot, which is a lot better than a 6-on-1 that we had before. Let's see what it is. Oh, we have found Anastasia. Oh, yes, we were able to actually find her. It was a little lucky, I have to admit, because this one got kicked out and we didn't even learn anything, and we only learned one thing about that guest. Oh my gosh, absolutely awesome. We were able to find her. So good, so good. So there you have it. That is Finding Anastasia. What an amazing game. This automaton deck kind of helped me out this time. A lot of the time, the automaton deck is so mean. But again, look at it. Kicked out guest 3. That could have been Anastasia right there. We would never have known until, of course, we revealed that card and found out it was false. I really enjoy how fast this game is able to set up and how quickly it plays, but yet also so tough. It's always just so unnerving. If I don't know exactly what it is, I have to try to figure it out. And you have to guess sometimes. But of course, you've done enough deducing. The best you can possibly get down to is hopefully 100%. But if you can even get down to a 50-50, that's better than what you had before. So there you have it. This game is amazing. I'm excited for Jesse, Sean, Brian, and Hector. I can hardly wait to see their Kickstarter. I'm totally going to back this game right away. I'm excited for this. Again, this game is a little out of my wheelhouse. Haven't played too many social deduction games, but this is a really fun way of doing it. It's totally hidden. I love the envelope, so you can actually set it up without ever knowing anything about any of the characters. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Finding Anastasia. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol so you find out some other great games that are coming out. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. What do you think of this game? Of course, this is just one of the 3 different ways you can play this game. There's a solo mode, a 1 to 3 player, or 2 to 3 player mode, I guess you could say, and then also a 4 to 9 players, an actual huge social deduction where people are showing clues, not showing clues, lying about who they are, and of course, what you're trying to do in that one, of course, is win based on what your character's objective is. So, for example, if I had the thief, your role is revealed. I'm going to steal a gem from each player and immediately take 2 actions. And of course, you win if you reveal Anastasia. So every person here has their own thing. Some are trying to find Anastasia. Some are trying to not reveal Anastasia, but actually just gain clues. Some are trying to gain gems. There's all different ways to win in that social deduction game. But I have a blast just playing the solo mode alone. I hope you've had a great time. Thank you again so much for watching. And if you're excited to see what comes next, then I need you to meet me at the table.